start na. So, good morning. Today, we are in front of Mr. Clarito. We're going to interview him about being a referee or professional referee in the field of sports. Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning to ma'am.
Can you please introduce yourself, sir?
Okay, once again, good morning, Ma'am Elsie De La Rama. First of all, it is my great pleasure and honor that you asked me for an interview regarding uh, the position of being a referee of the basketball, no, professional and the amateur as well. So, before I will answer all the questions, allow me to introduce to you myself. I am Mr. Hype Garito, 48 years old. The same time, I am a member of Zamboanga City Referee Association starting the year of 2000 up to the present. So, I'm taking up all officiating, either it is in the crucial game or in the light games wherein it covers the, the, the inter-zone basketball tournament, the inter-barangay basketball tournament, invitational, and of course the Zamboanga Basketball League.
Thank you so much, sir. So, we have here, we gathered around 9 questions for you.
Yes.
Okay, so the first question that we have is, how will you maintain equality and fairness before, during, and after the game?
Okay, before I will answer that, no, allow me first to allow me first to explain it to you and define what is basketball is all about. No, first of all, basketball is a game that is being played by two teams, and the purpose of its two teams of 5 players each. The purpose of playing basketball is to shoot the ball in the opponent basket. Then, the highest number of points garnered will be declared as the winner. Now, when you ask me about having a fair officiating or equality, no, referee, when the time when we took up the seminar, we are told to officiate it fairly, honestly, and accurately. There's no such thing as one-sided game. No, it is violation against the rules of the FIBA rules or the officiating officials. So we have to officiate it fairly, either in the offended team or the defensive team.
Okay, sir, thank you. So, as a referee, what are some challenges you encounter?
Oh, ma'am, there are so many challenges. Sometimes players are hard-headed, and then till such time you have to apply the different technicalities awarding to them. Sometimes it happened the uh, disqualifying foul, which they are um, they are commanded to banish it from the court, no, so hindi na sila makapaglalaro. So those are the challenges. And then one of the things also is you as a referee, it is not necessary only means that you know how to officiate the signaling, in terms of signaling, the calling, but you also know the rules and regulation, different kinds of rules and articles of the FIBA Amateur League. No?
Yes. So actually, what you have said is lead to the question number 3. So we
Yeah.
have here is, do you really apply all the standard rules and regulation in basketball in any setting of play, either barangay, local, or national?
Exactly. That must be applied accurately and perfectly. Kasi yung basketball kasi, ma'am, once referee committed mistake, there's some bus, and then at the same time, coach has the right to react and complain. So frictions and the relationship between the referee and the coach as well as the players is no longer intact.
I see. Right, sir. Next question is, as a referee, do you also find a hard time to identify what violations have been committed by the players or the whole team, especially when the game is about to end?
Yes, absolutely. Most especially on the last 2 minutes on the last fourth quarter, on the fourth quarter of the game. Mm, even in a first quarter, no, as long as a crucial games contains the so-called the play of games, which the losing team will be eliminated, and then in the championship game, as well as the crossover games, which both teams definitely expect that they will be um, they will be qualified in the final round. So, yun yung mga task namin, ma'am, na kailangan talaga. Sometimes we do select referees, which is best referees, para talaga magkakaroon ng accurate officiating, walang one-sided game, walang error na makakamit.
Okay, so the next question is what is the most difficult problem you have solved as a basketball referee?
As a basketball referee.
Based on your past experience.
Yes. As what have I told you, I have officiated. I entered Zamboanga City, the Zamboanga Basketball League, the Ramadan Cup. The most that makes me hard to officiate I encounter is the Ramadan Cup. Because all players are Muslims.
Yes.
You can play as long as you are balik Islam, ika nga nila, no? And then, they are all hard players, sometimes players from the PBL, Philippine Basketball League, that is inactive. Hinahire nila yon. And then, plus, they have the secret betting. So, yun nga ma'am, our team leader is choosing up the best referee whom they can rely na talagang walang mapapalya. Opo.
Alright, sir. Okay, sir, the next question would be, how did you handle players who complain about the violation you gave to him or the team?
Yan na nga ma'am, ika nga nila, do not call any violation if you do not know how to answer. Kasi most probably it happens to the star player, best player, which recommended by their coach na during the starting of the lineup, jump ball, yung first five, mas karamihan kasi mga marunong yan. Hindi lang marunong in terms of playing basketball. True mentality, with mentality, ma'am, marunong yan. So they know how to react, they know how to complain. Sometimes they also know the rules. So that is why, do not call. Kaya nga ma'am, we have the so-called 3C. The 3C refers to the consistent courage and coverage. So yan talaga. And then, we are also applying the principles of Nahari. Huwag tatawag ng basta-basta na hindi mo alam kung anong sasagitin mo at the end of the day.
Very well, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, so I have here another questions from
Yes.
my team. It's related to, is there any limit daw how high you can dribble the ball?
How high can they want to do? Before the overhead, if it is on top of the head, the dribbling kasi the way of dribbling is tapping the ball into the ground, into the floor. And then, you can call it as a violation when you tap it and then it over the ball
Head
over
na.
top of the head, so that's already violation. Pero the new version of calling as a violation is no longer the overhead. They will be, all of it will be under as traveling.
Traveling na siya.
Because there is a delayed man kasi. When you tap the ball, and then you're continuously walking, so you already travel. So,
Yeah, so actually yan yung next question nila. Is there any condition for consecutive step run after dribble? No? For example, step run, tapos
Opo.
dribble siya. May ano ba daw yun?
yun na po, ma'am. It should be accurately the same while tapping the ball into the floor, continuously walking. There is no doubt that you can be called as traveling. But when you, marami kasing instance tapping the ball overhead and then may delay. When you lift the ball and then walk, so that's part of traveling. All of that is part of traveling.
Okay. So far, those are the questions that we gathered. And the last part that we wanted, sir, from you is that, can you show us what are the different hand signal you use in the basketball game?
Okay, different hand signal.
Yes.
Okay, I will stand up, ma'am. Ayan. Okay, different hand signals. Okay, I will first demonstrate about the numbering. Different hand signals, no? Okay, and then Secondly, I will make it the different foul signalings of the foul. The numbering will be the first, the right hand, no? From 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then when you call it 10, do not call it two face. You can also call it close face 10. This is a sign of 10.
10.
Okay. Now the foul. The foul stance, you have to raise your right hand. You have to raise your right hand up and then make a close fist. Raising up. This is a sign of foul. And then what kind of foul? There are different 5 basic kinds of foul. Foul, blocking foul, holding foul, pushing foul, chopping foul, and then the ordinary foul is the lastly it is the chopping, pushing, blocking, and no, I'm sorry. There are only 4 kinds of fouls: chopping, blocking, pushing, and holding. Okay. Those are the common basic fouls, ma'am.
Okay, sir. So, thank you so much, sir, for the information that you have given us. It's
Okay,
such
my
an
pleasure also, ma'am.
opportunity to us.
Elsie, thank you so much.
So, sir, hopefully we can interview more about other sports.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, sir.
My pleasure, ma'am Elsie. Good luck to your career.
Thank
Sana
you.
makatapos.